Hello, welcome to Art with Kendra. In today's video, we are going to explore cubism. Now, cubism is a style of drawing that's been around for 100 years, a little bit more than 100 years. The founders of cubism are most commonly known as being Picasso. Picasso's kind of synonymous with cubism, but Georges Braque was also as much of a founder of cubism, and it's believed that the two of them actually worked together and were inspired by each other, which is pretty cool. And what we do with cubism is it is abstract. It's an abstract art form, but it is also an observational art form. So some abstract artwork is out of your head. It's your feelings going on the page. It's whatever you want to do, right? There's like a lot of motivations for abstract artwork. With cubism, you're still looking at a reference. So what we're going to draw today is our cubist self-portraits. So what I would like you to do is get a mirror, and I would say just use a Sharpie today. You can use a pencil. When you use a pencil, though, you tend to second guess yourself. You go back, you erase, you finesse, you make it perfect. And cubism, I mean, even if you look at the greats, like the imperfections are what make it great. So taking those away doesn't necessarily make sense. So I am going to say, stick with your pen, dive right in. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Remember, it's just art. You can do it again and again and again and again and again. And that's what you do when you're an artist. You just keep making art and you just hope the next one's always going to be a little better than the one you did before. So start that journey with me today with cubism. Now look at yourself in the mirror and look at yourself from different angles as you're drawing. All right. So when you're drawing one part of your face, you might be looking forward. When you're drawing another part, you might look to the side. Of course, you're going to have to always be looking at your mirror, but you can be turning your head and keeping your eyes facing the mirror so that you can still observe. Now, when you're doing cubism, you're kind of drawing your face, from all of these different angles. So it's almost like your face is a Rubik's Cube and you just twist it and turn it. And all of a sudden the red's where the yellow should be and the blue's where the green should be. And that's kind of what happens with our face. We draw one eye going this way. We draw our chin at this angle. We draw our nose going like this. And, we piece this puzzle together to create our self-portrait. So I have a mirror right here. I'll show it to you. There I am. Hi. Oh my goodness, my desk is so messy. And we're just gonna have some fun with it. So you can watch me and then you can do your own drawing after the video is done. I'll try not to be too long. So Sharpie time. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in with my big Sharpie today. That's a bold move, the big Sharpie. And I am gonna be mostly looking at a mirror. Now, for myself, I have a nose that sticks up. And I find that to be a characteristic that is very much my face. So I embrace that and I actually lean into that when I'm doing my drawings. So I'm going to start with that nose. And I'm going to look at myself in the mirror here. And I'm going to even stick it up a little bit. So notice that I am not going to be drawing perfectly today. I can actually draw a great nose. But today is not about drawing a great nose. Today is about drawing an interesting nose. So I'm looking at that shape. There we go. That's pretty good. I'm going to stop right there. There's my nose. Now I'm going to look straight forward. Now I have, again, some nice kind of interesting wrinkles here. I'm going to draw those in, and those are way off, like they're supposed to be over here. And now I'm going to draw my eye. This eye, I think I'm going to go straight, maybe even at a little bit of an angle. I'm going to angle it in just a bit. Now, if you feel like you're drawing too well, give yourself the crayon grip. I call this a crayon grip because of how my kids draw. I have little kids. The crayon grip will sometimes take away some of that freedom. By freedom, I mean the rigidity that we put ourselves in, that rigid place. So it forces you to be a little bit more basic with your shapes. And I love that. I'm going to draw in that little kind of, there we go. And then I have the bottom of my eye there. So those are like the bags under the eye. All right, now I'm going to draw my other eye. I'm going to put it right here inside the nose area. Drawing a combination of what I see and what I know. So I know there's eyelashes down there. I can't see them in my drawing, but I want them in my drawing, so I'm going to add them in. Now these are feeling actually pretty lined up. Don't love that. I would rather they be a little bit more off. So I'll see if I can maybe bring a more cubist aspect in with the mouth. So my mouth is going to go, actually I'm going to bring the side of my face in here. Turn my profile, my side of my face is going to go right like that. There we go. All right, turning over here. My mouth is going to point in this direction. It's going to point this way because everything else is going just a little bit too good. Feeling a bit too much like a face. Making a pout lip here. Those are the wrinkles, and I'm going to go up and add in that kind of triangle that happens. There, now we have a cubist face. I'm going to go here, draw the side here, and I'm going to have my chin go like that. Now in the chin area, we have a little highlight shadow space, and I should lean into the wrinkles that happen here. And I have wrinkles over here. You know what? These are just going to be on the outside of my head. That's fine. No rule saying that everything has to be contained in a head. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have my head go like that. Here's my hair. Now, because I have these here, I'd like to echo that over here. Kind of where that shadow is. Where's that shadow? Right there. I've got a cheekbone here. Okay. All right, I have a part. So that's going to be my hair. I know it's getting a little bit out of the picture here. Okay, my neck. I think I'm going to go like this. And my neck is just going to go like that. And even in my neck, I have kind of lights and shadows that I can lean into a bit here. All right, now I'm going to start to add just some texture. Textures on the table, colors on the table. Whatever you want to do. But you do want to kind of focus on that main form, right? Get your shapes in. Ooh, I like that. I like that build. It's the hair, but it's also like an interesting layer. And I'm going to go like this here as well. Now, if you look at some of those famous pieces of artwork, you'll notice that some cubism is drawn. Some of it is collage. A lot of it is painting. So you can do a lot of different things with cubism. I'm going to add a little bit of shading in here. And the eyes almost feel too good. I'm going to add a shadow in. Here we go. I don't want to overdo it. I'm kind of using hatching as a shading technique here. Shading / pattern. Just keeping it black and white today. We're not gonna make life too hard on ourselves. All right, so there is kind of a cubist portrait. I just want a little bit of shadow here. And I might go in and add color, stuff like that. Usually I like to do cubism as a painting, but pretty happy to be exploring it just using ink today and some really basic shading. And just to flip the other way, I think I'll go like that. All right, well, there is a kind of a cubist drawing. Here are some other examples of portraits I've done. Now that you've seen my face, you know how I think when I'm drawing a portrait. These probably make a little bit more sense. Most of these were done with acrylic paint, but I always start with a drawing just to get myself warmed up. So if you love your drawing, you can kind of redraw it onto a canvas, turn it into a painting, have some fun with it. All right, I hope you've enjoyed our class today. I hope you enjoy drawing an abstract cubist portrait of yourself. Remember, it's not about making the portrait look good or attractive. It's about making the portrait look interesting. So have fun, make it interesting, and keep drawing. Thank you. Bye.